Hey, YouTube and AK people, welcome back to a Frontier Friendz. We're here for another session of the Frontier Tale. We're going to go ahead and let you guys know some more of our upcoming and ridiculous nonsense stories. I'm Artie, he's James. We are going to have you guys laughing up in here. We're going to try to do that, if anything. And anybody here who lives in Alaska and knows about the place, this is going to be that much funnier. So we're going to go ahead and talk about one of the times that we just missed a crazy car crash in front of one of our favorite ice cream parlors. So we're going to have James go ahead and take it away.
It was a Saturday night or Saturday afternoon, I should say, like kind of you get hungry. And so I think we had placed an order in to the pizza shop to get pizza. I think it was like Gapco. And then there was like a video place where like called Video City, and it was a local video chain in Alaska and stuff. And so, you know, it's Saturday night. It was my brothers, you, and we it was a walk away from the house. So we walked down probably like 2 miles and stuff. And I think we picked up the video first, and on our way back, we were getting the pizza. And so in the strip mall, which is like a big square, and so there's like little stores on the outside of it. And so we get the pizza and we hear a crash while we're in there. And on the opposite side of the building, we were like, bam, and you just hear like things shaking kind of, and you're like, whoa, what the heck was that? And so we get our pizza, and the like everyone's just kind of like looking out the window like, hey, what happened? And so we walk around the other side of it, and our ice cream parlor is called Cold Stone. And we just see this car had crashed through the side of the building. And
come to think of it, sorry to interrupt. And come to think of it, it was you that persuaded me to get the pizza first, and because I wanted ice cream. I was going to eat ice cream pizza. You know, coming up as kids, you know, we can eat whatever we want. I mean, like, you know, we're coming up, we're high schoolers, and our bodies can handle that. Like, you can have some ice cream, then go eat 3 slices of pizza. But nowadays, you can't do that. Some kids couldn't even do it then. We could do it. But I remember you telling me, let's just get the pizza and then get the ice cream, then we can go back. There's no reason to skip over that and go back. And I remember we jumped into the pizza place, sitting there, you know, got the pizza, sitting there smelling ourselves because, you know, we just got done playing like maybe about an hour, 45 minutes at front yard soccer, you know, just playing around, having a good time. Yeah. So we're sitting there sweaty, all dusty and dirty, lovely Alaska summers, you know. I love them. There'll never be any better summer in my opinion. But sitting there waiting, and that whole building, bam, started rocking, and I was just like,
yeah. And so it crashes, and so it takes us a while to get our pizza. I should say some time elapses, because from the crash to when we go outside and actually see what happens, you know, the police are there. You know, there's lights, the police are there. You know, like because it's so close to my house, like we know we're acquaintances to some people, so we know enough. Like we're like, as we're walking by, and you know, we see that there's someone in the cop car, you know, just a shadow. And I think we, you know, talked to like one of the girls behind the counter, was like, oh, what happened? And they're like, oh yeah, someone ran in. It's like a girlfriend of somebody, you know, crashed in and stuff like that. And so we're like, all right, whatever. And I think you might have gotten your ice cream. I don't know if you did or not that time.
No, we just saw what was going on. And I remember you were saying, hey, I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't want them getting mad at us. I don't want us getting in the way of nothing. I don't like what's going on here. Let's just head out of here. And I remember,
I don't want to follow destination shit right now.
Well, I know. Don't want to go in there. All of a sudden, they found there's a fuel leak, and all of a sudden, a spark happens. You get sauteed while getting a damn cookie dough ice cream cup. It's just like, no, let's wrap that up. And I remember, like, maybe I remember we got back. We had our pizza. We were watching Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. Another topic, another story we're going to go ahead and get on to down the road. Jean-Claude Van Damme, man, the guys. Anyways, we'll get back to that. That's another topic. Get back, have the pizza, beautiful hot day, eating pizza, grinding out, watching movies.
I think
play some soccer. Say what?
And I said, I think we thought nothing of it. We're like, oh, it happened. That was crazy. There's glass everywhere. The car was, you know, into cold.
Told your parents about it. Yeah.
So like 2 weeks later, I think it was like 2 or 3, you know, some time had passed, you know, I think they were like, kind of like had it back up, and we go down and we're, you know, probably getting another movie, and we're going to Cold Stone. And And I remember again, it was you, my brothers. And we're in there, and we first get in there and stuff. We're waiting in line. I remember the brother just rips on me.
It was, you know what? And let me add to that, by the way. That's like some kind of like a suicide thing going on there, like a suicidal kamikaze guy in there. For him to pull me up, like, hey, so I got something to tell you. And before he even says something, I almost throw up on inhale, like automatic, almost vomit. I'm like, good grief, man. Gee, I remember he's just laughing up a storm. But I remember I was nervous because there was like two older women in front of us, and they just stopped talking and got really grouchy. And I was just like, this is gonna get bad. So I remember I went and sat back down, whatever, because the door kept opening behind him. So I'm pretty sure everybody walked in, got a waft of that. But anyways, we get up to the front. We're all sitting there, ordering our ice cream, and and I'm just like, hey, looks like you guys got that window fixed, man. That was crazy. You guys had somebody drive their car. And the girl's like, yeah, And I'm sitting there thinking, man, that's crazy, man. I mean, probably not every day, in the middle of summer, you have a car drive through the front of an ice cream parlor. It's like, yep, that doesn't happen. And I remember at the right time, you come and you go, so who's the dumbass who decided to do that crap? Like, oh, I don't know. Well, let me take it back a bit. I remember you asked, well, what happened? Like, what was the cause? And she was just like,
so the girls were making our ice cream at this point. So like, I just want to point that out. I think one girl's making my ice cream and another one's making your ice cream, folded it in as we're having the story. But go on.
Yeah. They're making the food with us. We're sitting there, just talking. And I was like, we're just being friendly, just like, man, and I was just like, and I remember you asked, like, what was the cause? Like, how do you hit a building? Like, I mean, you pull up and you stop. There's a curb there. And I remember one of the girls was like, yeah, well, there isn't any brakes. I guess there was no brakes in the car. The brakes were really weak and going out. And I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous and really irresponsible. And I remember right after this, I remember this like cooked food. You just go, well, who's the jackass who decided to drive a weak brake vehicle at a building? And I remember just as you said that, I glanced at the menu. I looked over at your brother to see what they were doing. I remember I caught a glance at the girl's face who was making my ice cream.
No, it was making mine. I thought.
No, are you sure it was yours?
Yeah, you were chatting with the other one, and she was being like, yeah, whatever. And when I was bringing up the heat, not thinking, the girl that was making mine was like quiet, just like reserved, not making eye contact, feeling that shame. And then when I was like, who's the jackass?
She looked like a sad
girl. Looked at her, and I was like, and then when they looked, the other girls like look over like this, and then we look over at her too because we're like, what? And then I was like, oh, and she's like, I was the one.
It all happened in slow motion. That's what got me. Everybody's eyes just pandered over, and then we kind of glanced. And it almost looked like you saw a dog who had torn the trash and they knew they were in trouble. Like her eyes were big, watery, and she was just making it and looking at us and looking at them and just kind of smirking. And I'm just like, ooh, oh no. So the girl making your ice cream is the girl who literally tore open the side of the building, essentially. Which is kind of shocking considering she still had a job there. I mean, to be honest,
she could afford it probably. And
well, I don't think she's there anymore. Maybe about a month or so ago, I took my daughter just to get some ice cream. So no, she's gone. She left.
She's like, I've been working there 20 years to pay that off.
Man, yeah, that had to have been like a $10,000+ repair.
Oh yeah.
Just to clean up the mess. Just to tear down what was remaining of those remaining, just to tear all that down, then get the new stuff and put it back up and reinforce it and whatever. That alone, that was insanity. I don't know. But it was funny, walking out of there, awkward as hell. The good thing is, we drove that time. We didn't walk. We just said, screw that. Let's just get in the car and get the hell up out of here. And that's just one of those stories, it was just kind of funny. She was cool about it. She wasn't mad, she just kind of like, yeah, I keep hearing about it. I'm pretty sure if she had heard any more about it and we came out later time, she probably would have snapped at us and hit me in the face with a cup of cookie dough ice cream or whatever, just quarterback style. But hey, that's the story for today. Thank you for stopping in and listening. We really appreciate it. If you found it entertaining, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget, if you need to hear some more stories from us in the future, subscribe to that. If you got stories to share with us, put it in the comment section and watch us laugh at it.
Later.